Well, here we are again. Cricbuzz Comm Box time. Almost earlier than anticipated. It actually feels earlier than anticipated because we'd normally come in with a couple of wickets down, settle in there, talk about the possibility of a 200, 180, 160. What are we talking about? Half the side gone, half the overs gone, the main batsman gone. This is where we stand. It's goodbye Gale, goodbye Rahul, goodbye Puran, goodbye Huda. 48 for 5. With all the top men gone. Shah Rukh Khan stands between Chennai and some sort of respectability. But what a spell from Deepak Chahar. This is Cricbuzz Comm Box. I'm in the company of Michael Vaughan. Michael, whatever you might say, we could have expected some sort of response from the men in yellow, and you certainly wanted that. But this much? Half the side gone?
No, tremendous. I mean, Deepak Chahar just got the ball moving around, ball with great skill. And then you add in the fielding of Ravi Jadeja. Chennai have looked like the Chennai side of old, on top of the opposition, buzzing in the field, great skill levels with the ball in hand. Sam Curran got a little bit of shape as well, a bit of swing through the air, which always helps. And Punjab have, once they lost those 2 or 3 early wickets, I thought they might have just settled in and tried to play more of a longer game. But I'm disappointed with Puran to play that shot when his team are under so much pressure. Disappointed with that. But full credit to Chennai. They've put them under a huge amount of pressure and delivered with their skills.
They certainly have. But you mentioned the skill. I mean, it's almost like we talk about one delivery setting the marker. And Mayank Agarwal, I mean, it's one of those times as a batsman you tell yourself, I genuinely got a beauty. You don't want to make an excuse, but that was a beauty to get Mayank Agarwal.
Yeah, you very rarely see it in T20 cricket where you get a Jaffa. It's usually the batsman error or maybe the outside edge found and it flies to like a 3rd or 4th slip. But to get that kind of delivery, Deepak Chahar's been magnificent. He's got the ball moving. It certainly helps. As soon as you get a little bit of shape in T20 cricket, you put a bit of doubt in the batsman's mind, and then you've got that hustling pack of fielders sniffing down any opportunity. It's almost like the perfect performance so far by Chennai in the field.
Yeah, what they've got to do is they've got to finish off these 10 overs. It's been the story of the tournament so far. You can play 10 fabulous overs, let your guard down for another 10, and you feel that even if Punjab were to get to 130, 140, they'd have a chance. But the likes of Jadeja would still have more of an impact on the game. You talked about him as being a favourite. I mean, it's the kind of influence you want to know that he's always lurking, whether to take a catch or that run-out skill.
Oh, I think he's, without any doubt, India's greatest ever fielder. I mean, he can cover a huge amount of ground, and then he's got the ability to take that catch. He's got the ability to anticipate when the run-out's on, and then he gets the ball in hand, and the power that he releases from that arm is incredible. And obviously the direction of hitting the stumps. He's just always in the game. I just love that style of cricketer that you can see he's always in the game, whether he's got the ball in hand, he's in the field, the bat in hand, but more so when he's out of the game in terms of not bowling or batting, he's making impact with his movements and his mentality in the field. He can field anywhere. You tell me, Gautam, has there been a better Indian fielder? I haven't seen one.
Yeah, we chatted about it before the show, and his namesake, who's also our panelist on Cricbuzz Live, Ajay Jadeja, comes to mind, as does maybe Mohammad Azharuddin and a couple of others. Suresh Raina at one point in time was very much like a live wire. But I think what separates him from everyone else, as you also pointed out, Michael, is the accuracy of the throw.
Yeah, and that power. I mean, to get there is agility and speed and anticipation, and he has all that. And then he gets in that great base position, wide stance, and he gets that split second to take aim, and then woof, the throw goes in, and it's with real power and direction. Incredible. So when you think he hasn't played, he's been out of the game with that injury, and then he's suddenly come back 2 games into his comeback, and he's just delivered it's almost like a fielding masterclass inside the first 6 to create those 2 opportunities. And on the back of Deepak Chahar bowling so well, it was magnificent to see.
Yeah, not often do we get to have such a lengthy discussion here on Cricbuzz Comm Box about 2 impactful players inside 10 overs. It's been the story of Chennai. Can Punjab make it to even about 130 from now? All will be answered at the end. This is Cricbuzz Comm Box.